Welcome back. Bruce Porter joins us now for this week's Dollars and Cents segment, of course, sponsored by the Resource Center. Thanks for coming in.
Good to be here.
Good to see you.
All right, it's time to take a look at today's topic. Will I pay taxes on my Social Security? I know that comes as a surprise to some people when the time comes, but it can happen.
You know, we got a lot of viewers watching, and I get a lot of questions about why am I paying tax on my Social Security? And it's always the same answer, and it depends on what your other income is in relationship to your Social Security.
Okay.
And so when you look at it, if your filing status is an individual and your combined income is between $25,000 and $34,000, up to 50% of your Social Security is going to be taxed. If your income is above $34,000, 85% of your Social Security is going to be taxed. Now, what makes up this combined income? Well, combined income is going to be the calculation, and a lot of times it's referred to as provisional income. Mm-hmm. It's half your Social Security plus all other taxable income. 1099 income, tax-free income from like municipals, things like that. That's included in the calculation. So they add all that up, so it's half your Social Security plus all other taxable income. Mm-hmm. 1099 off your checking account, 1099 off your savings, your pension, all that comes in. And if you're below $25,000, no tax on your Social Security. If you're above it, but below that, 50. If you're more than 34, 25, or 85.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, but you're not saying 50% of your income is going to be gone. 50% of the Social Security will be taxed.
Is subject to taxation.
Got it. See?
Then you get to apply your standard deductions. Talk to your accountant. Always, big disclaimer here, always talk to a tax person, right? And they're going to help you decipher what's causing you to have tax on your Social Security. You can call and ask me. I'll give you my opinion. I'll send you to a tax person to get your definitive answers.
Okay.
If you're married filing jointly, same type of things. If you're below $32,000 in provisional or combined income, no tax on your Social Security. But if you're above 32 and below 44, half of it. And if you're more than 44,000, which catches a lot of people that retire with a pension and a combination of 2 or 3 different sources of income, and they get stuck with 85% of their tax or their Social Security is taxed. Now, if you're retired, we would hope you're in a lower taxable type environment. So if you're in a 12%, that I think that's up to $81,000 of taxable income. So if you're retiring with a 12% type tax bracket, after you apply all your standard deductions and all that stuff, half or 85% of your Social Security is taxed at that tax rate.
Now, does this make any difference, the age you start doing Social Security?
It can. That could be a topic for another show for sure.
All right.
Because there's a lot of opinions on when I should start my Social Security.
True. Absolutely.
And retirement income doesn't guarantee you're going to pay less taxes. We talked about that. Educated distribution strategy is important. Now, when it comes to Social Security, if you out of necessity need to take it early, I understand. It may not be the best financial advice to do that plan because you lock that in for your life.
Right.
And give or take about an 8% appreciation of your income from early retirement to FRA, full retirement age. Yeah. So give or take whenever that is. The biggest factor in retiring early is health insurance. 65 is when you're eligible for Medicare, and a lot of people cannot afford to retire prior because if you retire at 62 or 3, you take early Social Security, and it takes every bit of your Social Security to provide health insurance. Then I would rethink that.
Yeah.
You really do have to think it through, and a lot of people want to take retirees, may want to do something, take a part-time job, but again, you kind of have to do the math because now you have some income.
Cramming numbers ahead of time, we've talked often, planning pays off. I've got a shirt that says that.
Yeah.
Planning does pay, and so we gotta pay attention.
There's a QR code. You want more information. And of course, if you have any kind of question for Bruce, visit his website, resourcecenterinc.com, or give them a call at 417-882-1800. Bruce, always
See you
good to
next
see
week.
you. All right.
All right.